You're driving along, and suddenly your fuel economy completely tanks. The engine feels like it is working twice as hard to get up to speed, and that dreaded check engine light is glaring right at you. You grab your diagnostic tool and pull a code P0425, which points to a catalyst temperature sensor circuit malfunction on bank 1, sensor 1. Let us break down exactly what this means without getting completely lost in the weeds. Your catalytic converter is basically a superheated chemical oven that turns highly toxic exhaust gases into harmless water vapor and carbon dioxide. To make sure this oven is baking correctly, the engine computer monitors the oxygen sensor. Bank 1 simply refers to the side of the engine block that houses cylinder number 1, and sensor 1 is the upstream sensor located right before the catalytic converter. Now, here is the trick. There is no actual dedicated temperature sensor in this setup. The computer is actually looking at the voltage switching of that upstream oxygen sensor to infer the temperature and efficiency of the system. A healthy sensor will rapidly bounce back and forth between 0.1 volts, meaning a lean mixture, and 0.9 volts, meaning a rich mixture. When a computer detects that this electrical circuit is malfunctioning, throws this code, and your engine defaults to a highly inefficient fail-safe mode to protect itself. Do not immediately fire the parts cannon and buy a new sensor. First, get under the car and thoroughly inspect the exhaust system for any leaks. A tiny crack or a blown gasket right before the sensor will pull raw outside air into the pipe, completely tricking the sensor into reading a falsely lean mixture. If the exhaust is sealed tight, check the wiring harness. These wires live in an incredibly hostile, blistering hot environment, so they often melt against the exhaust pipe or chafe against the metal heat shield. If the visual inspection checks out, hook up a live data scanner and watch the sensor voltage graph while the engine is fully warmed up. If the voltage is constantly stuck above 0.55 volts or 0.35 volts, or if the wave pattern is incredibly lazy and slow, the internal element of the sensor is likely fried. You can also use a digital multimeter to check the resistance of the signal wire all the way back to the powertrain control module to rule out a broken wire. Most of the time, replacing a sluggish, high-mileage oxygen sensor will get your engine running crisp and clean again.